Once Ryan's search was complete, his rucksack was handed over and one of the soldiers began to escort him away. The military man's rifle was held with a two-handed grip close to his chest. His gloved index finger rested on the trigger guard. "Wait a moment, please!" Ryan hurried over to the cop, but the second soldier stepped in front of him. "Sir, you either head into the hospital now or you leave the area. This isn't up for debate." Splitting from his friends and dog didn't sit well with him. Not with the mayhem going on. Siena leveled her gaze on Ryan, while the soldier spoke to him. She discontinued her campaign of trying to gain entry with the cop. "Go inside. Get what you need done. We'll take care of Dutch until you get out." The soldier accompanying Ryan grabbed his bicep. "Sir, you either go into the hospital now or leave the area." Before he could respond to her, the siblings and Dutch were forced out of line. She tipped her head at him and faded back into the thinning mob crowding the barricades and shouting at the authorities. With his rucksack draped over his shoulder, Ryan and the soldier made for the entrance to the hospital. He peered over his shoulder to find her, but she had vanished behind the wall of bodies. 4 men ducked under the barricade and tried to slip past the military guards. They ran for the hospital, but were tackled by the additional soldiers inside the perimeter. More of the mob surged forward and engaged the police and soldiers. Gunfire popped off from somewhere in the crowd. Screams charged the air, bodies scattered. The men stationed in the turrets of the Humvees twisted in their perch and hunted for the source of the gunshot. The soldier escorting Ryan ran at several men who broke through the perimeter barricade. Within a blink, everything devolved into a chaotic nightmare. Then an explosion erupted from the street. The ground shook. A fireball rose from one of the vehicles in the throng of traffic. Ryan dropped to the concrete and covered his head. Debris rained down from the sky. Bits and pieces of what he assumed to be a car pinged off the concrete and his body. He blinked, uncovered his head, then got to his feet. 3 soldiers and 2 Boston police officers rushed from the hospital to aid the crowd. One of the cops stopped and checked on Ryan. He then hurried him to the entrance. Once inside the building, the officer went back out, while another half-dozen cops remained inside the lobby. "Siena? Max? Dutch?" He craned his neck and peered through the windows for his pup and friends. They were nowhere to be found in the disarray of people running in all directions. As much as he wanted to leave and go find them, the building had been locked down. Cops blocked the doors. Weapons were drawn. All Ryan could do now was proceed forward. He prayed they were okay and had gotten clear of the blast zone before it was too late.